The point is to make money, not to look like you make money. I hope I make sense.
We are really happy to get this information.
Mentorship. So here's the book.
But not winning. I'm blowing my accounts for several times. The session today was so fruitful.
Where are we, Cape Town? One of the things that makes people to remain poor and broke is because their minds, they never stop thinking, so they keep on talking. As a result, they ignore all the information that they're being given. Failing to limit or silence your own mind is one result that leads to many people remaining broke. No offense, but the evidence is in your bank balance. And if you are permanently broke, it's even harder to understand what I just said. Right, so good morning. How are you? Why do you care? Good and you? Like you do really give a fuck. We're just saying it. Good and you? Good and you? Jesus. Right, in front of you, yeah, it's me. Finally here. I know some of you are like, I want to see who's going to say fuck in front of my face. Yeah, fuck. Fuck off. What you going to do? Fuck off. What you going to do? Come. Oh. Right. So, in front of you, it's Masham Tetwa, coming from a place of Watuwuza in KZN. It's a small town. I've been doing seminars, not worldwide, nation, in South Africa. For this year, my challenge was to travel the whole of South Africa, seeing the world, at the same time inspiring and educating other people. So this is the last province out of all the 9 provinces in South Africa, excluding Lesotho, of course, that's a country. So now this is my last seminar out of all the national seminars. So it's totally 9 out of 9 since I'm here right now in the Western Cape, Cape Town. And I can attest to this. South Africa is very big. It's very big. Hence, in some of the locations, we've driven like 5 hours going and 5 hours back. That's like a radius, so a total of 10 hours. And then you have a beach who's staying like 2 hours away. They have to come here. We're like, no, I can't come. You are too far. Too far from what? I drove more than 10 hours in some areas, 20 in others. But you have the balls to tell me that you are too far, you can't come. Yo, some people. So now I've seen that South Africa is such a big country. And there's many districts, there's many municipalities. So the deeper you go, the more of the work. So for me, I couldn't be to all the seminars, which is why I couldn't come to where you are, because people are like, no, come here, come here. But you say you stay in Cape Town. And then I get here, no, I'm coming from Khayelitsha. That's not Cape Town. That is not Cape Town. You're there. This is Cape Town. How? So now, based on miscommunication, then it's like that. So I've been to all provinces. In other provinces, I've done like 2 seminars. Here I've done 1, and I'm tired. So starting off with this, from 2018, that's when I started trading with some of y'all, but you're still blowing. I'm profitable. So I started trading in 2018, up to date. And I wasn't always a winning Forex trader. I was blowish, that season. And I've always been indoors or locked into whatever I'm doing, focusing on my work. I didn't loiter around, few friends, few outings. So most of the time, I was locking myself in the house, not because of morality or dignity whatsoever. I was broke. So where can you go if you're broke? Can't go anywhere. Can't even catch a taxi. You broke. You know it. Yeah. So now, after fast forward after a few years, then finding my ground, money started to come. Then I did most of the things, the houses, the cars, the lifestyle, the clubs, the strippers. Oh, no, not strippers. No strippers. Sorry, cut that. Who's the cameraman? Cut that part. So, and then I did most of the things. So, but one of the things of which I've never done till that point was like to travel in most countries. I've been to Cape Town before, like 4 times. Even some people, they stay here, but they've never been here. This is like the first time. Like, wow, what a dream come true. So now, I've been to Cape Town before, but this is my actual first seminar. So that's the difference. I've never done a seminar in Cape Town, and this is the first one. And yeah, I'm disappointed because I didn't expect there'd be so much people. So, because now you don't understand this on my end. Confirming that you are coming sets way for me to be able to like book a bigger venue, Because like in your one room, if we can all go there, then only 2 people inside, but we're not there. So now, this is the result of this, okay? So how do we get here? Now, after trading from 2018 up until now, of which I believe is like 8 years, so I've done most of the things, then eventually it gets boring. I was like, okay, what's the next big thing I can challenge myself in doing, of which was seminars. Since I've always been a good speaker, so I was like, okay, let me just do seminars now and then focus on teaching. So based on me having the goal to like go around all provinces, then I was like, as I'm gonna go to these provinces, why don't I just do seminars along? So I come to Cape Town, do a seminar, stay there, test the black label if it tastes the same, So that's what I've been doing in all these 9 provinces. So I've been there, done that. So there's no one who can say, hey, come here, you never been. I've been everywhere, guys. I've been everywhere, nationwide. And you can't even drive 2 hours. You want me to do door to door. Even ANC members, they've never even got to your house. They always turn at your neighbors and go back. But you want me to come to your house? Coco, Mama, we're here to teach Forex. Ow. Doesn't work like that. So me pointing out to where I am or where I'll be, then that's enough is fair for us to have an initiative like this. Yeah, I'm really disappointed, so clap your hands, clap for yourself. Yeah, nah. So I hope you're not ghost traders, because I know. But you often you'd have people come like this, feel that's not how personally I measure a success of a seminar. It's not about filling up the venue. It's about the takeaway as you are here, listening to what I'm gonna say, and then you go home and you use it, you put it into action. As I always say, listening to me pays. Yesterday we fucked NFP, we made a lot of money. So most of you were evident you made money. Not Jameson, but I'm not there, okay? But yesterday we made a lot of money. Most of the fundamentals, I always trade them live. I always show you how it's done. I always show you how it's done. So if you are going to say, I just went to Masha's seminar. Oh my God, I saw him. He's so handsome. That's not going to pay your bills, guys. Most of you, I understand, we are different, coming from different cultures, different backgrounds and whatnot. And when I speak like this, someone is most likely to say, but Mashaya, you're so rude, you're so arrogant, because now you are rich and whatnot. Guys, I've been poor. I've been poor. I know. I've been there. So for me, I speak like this because I know where you sit, you just want people to sympathize with you and feel sorry for you as if that's gonna help. It's not going to help you. Fuck off. That's the mentality that you must have, the fuck off mentality. Because you sitting there being sad and all that, and then your church members, they come and pray for you. Oh, God bless him. Oh, let him have my... It's not going to work. Up until you know who you are, you stand up and then you do something, you opt in. This is basically a reflection of the law of attraction. You want something, I heard it's from KZN. KZN to here is like 1,400 kilometers that I've traveled. And you can't even travel 16 kilometers. Oh, that's too far. I've traveled about 2,000 kilometers this month alone. But if it was a girlfriend, hey, bro, hey, I need an Uber. Hey, this girl said yes. Hey, gents. So now, my eyes, I'm not crying. It's just the air of poor people. Just. Wait. Don't rush me, guys. I've been poor before, but I never knew that's poverty of a cologne. Just kidding, guys. The reason why I make poverty of, you'll see this, I'm not lying. Soon after, you'll see the result. Like, yeah, because at times when you really think of yourself as poor, think of yourself as a lacking person, having no money, no opportunities, that as a person gets you down, right? It holds you. But once you start taking those things and you don't make them as serious as right now I'm cracking these jokes about poverty, I've been there. So I'm just trying to loosen up. Not that all of you are broke. I know there's a few millionaires here, a few loaded people, of which is me. So, but the point is, I want you to kind of think outside the box for a moment. Jump out of your comfort zone of who you are and this. The challenge with most people, whenever one tries to educate them, they always bring about stuff that's used to be and say, this is who I am. As a result, they become unteachable. Whereas for me, I know I've impacted a lot of people. I've changed a lot of people's lives. I've helped so many people make money, which is the main reason why we're here. So many people were able to pay off their debts. So many people were able to move out, get new cars, start a business and all of that. It's just that they don't come out because some people are like, no, I'm a private guy. I don't want people to like actually see. I don't want to talk about it. And so most people are like that, you know. So I've seen it, but overall I've been, in terms of the millionaires, I've like six, or not six, is it six? Yeah, 6 people of which are like officially millionaires ever since they started working with me, of which is a good number, right? And then I do have other people who are making serious money here and there. You've seen them online when I'm live, they come in, they talk, but most of them, they don't talk much. Some, they just come in to sit, pay respect, and then that's it, okay? So that being said, paying attention to the things I'm saying is what's going to pay your bills. Despite of my character, how I am, the reason why I appreciate the person I am is because I don't attract people who are like weak and senseless, have no direction. That's why I'm like this. Because if you're really serious about changing your life and you want something done, you want to make money, then you're not going to say, hey, it's rude, I'm not going. You're like, I want to see. Because you are the same like me. So we are the same. Whatever you say to me, that's who you are. It's a reflection, right? So, So with all of those, I know that people here who didn't go to church, there are people, either way, you've been to church over 20 years, you're still broke. Okay, not that. So now, before we start, I know I have people here which are older than me. You come from a different background, cultures and all. So if I tend to say anything that may offend you or makes you feel disrespected, I don't give a fuck. What do you think I was gonna say, that? Sorry for what? I'm not your child. Hey, I'm not your children. It's just like those people who like inbox me and say, my son. I'm not your son. Your sons are poor. So, no, there's no sorry here, guys. If you want to feel sorry, go to church. Yeah, they'll feel sorry for you there. Yeah, our own business here. And for me, the reason why people, they respect me, because I'm genuine, guys. I don't have time to do the soft talk, sweet talk. You've got a lot of pep talk and sweet talk over the years, and good messages and happy International Girlfriend's Day messages and Valentine's and happy birthday. You've gotten all of that, you know. So if you want sweet talk, you'll get that from your partner, because they're eventually lying to you. I'm not saying the sons are not yours. I'm not saying the children are not yours, but you'll find out soon. So now, starting trading back in 2018, I did most of the things of which you did as well. A friend referred me to Forex trading and say, hey, this is something I think you should pursue. Maybe you can actually make some money here. Back at the time, it was mostly on survival mode. I was just on survival mode. Trade to buy groceries, trade to be able to afford mobility, trade for me to afford my cosmetics. So the goals weren't really that much. I wasn't looking for anything bigger than myself. So, my eyes. So now, from that point of survival mode, that is the actual reason I was trading for. Trade, make sure that I pay rent, and based on what I was using, I was able to keep up based over the years. But one of the obsessions I had was to actually get it correct and increase my winning probability. So I've tried a lot of strategies, of which even to this day, some of you may praise them, you think it's working and all of that. I've done most of the robots. I've bought some. I've bought supply and demand, HLZ. I've tried what you call trend line strategy. I've did order blocks, SMC. I've did ICT. So I've done a lot of strategies. Some I can't even recall because there's quite a number out there. But when you check out all of those things and the actual results and what I look for, at that time, the profitability based on what I understood spoke volumes. Because when I look at the information that I was practicing and how much I was making, it actually didn't make sense because I was losing more than not. Hence, if I make profit, I just, even if it's small, take that money out, buy something, buy bread, buy maize, buy whatever. So at one point, I was happy to even make 100 Rand. If I make 100 Rand profits, that's big, that's huge. I'll get excited, you know. But right now, yeah, 100K does the same job now. It's different. So now coming from that point till where now I was able to actually maintain myself, I no longer focus now on surviving, because now I understood that I can make money. And then the goal was what? To actually make more money so I can get myself a house, get myself a car. Not get married. So now I did those two things at first because I had to have security as a man. Now, fast forward, then that's where I started. Then I was using the 714 method, changed the whole thing. Then I was starting to make money. made money, trade, continue to trade, then I make the actual money. So it made it easier for me to buy the things I want. Mind you, this is the year where I was like locked in, staying by myself, focusing on myself, nothing else. Then up until, eventually things, fast forward, they got better, I made a lot of money, and then I started coming out, The reason why it took me so long to actually come out, it's because I wanted to be a person of value. I never wanted to be popular. Most people, they would say, Masha is popular. No, the one thing that I always wanted was to be valuable. When you meet me, when you see me, do I get to change you? Do I get to impact you positively as a person? That's the only thing that always pushed me. That's the only thing that I ever wanted. And the reason why I'm going so hard, pushing so hard, is because I have only one motto. My drive is I have nothing to lose. I've been a poor boy anyway. So I have nothing to lose. So why fear? Whereas if I push to my limits and do whatever that I have to do, I will eventually get the results. If I lose, I'm just going back to my natural form. But there is more money in the Forex market than there's money in the ANC. But there is more money in the Forex market than the amount of money you can make from government, businesses, whatsoever. And the reason why I love Forex money so much is because it's less talking, less confusion. You don't have to market, you don't have to brand, you don't have to sell, you don't have to speak to anyone, you don't have to promote. I'm the only one just doing this, because for me, what annoyed me the most from ever since I started and figured out what I found, I was like, why are people being beaten up by this? To a point whereby they always getting scammed unnecessarily. This is how this thing works, So that's how I know most guys are gay, because the minute they see the charts, they just want to put makeup on it. Yeah. So you never really look at the market for what the market is. That's the problem with most people. Once they look at the charts, they want to put some drawings, some annotations onto it. Hence, you never really look at the thing for what it really is. You always look at the market for what you think it should be. That's where most people, they keep on losing as a result. So me finding out that and seeing the facts and the honest truth about the Forex market, I was like, okay, now this is how this thing should be. And then after that, it's changed. I'm not really hating anyone. I don't have any enemies. Even the devil is not my enemy. I was just told he's my enemy, so I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. So now, I don't hate anyone in the Forex industry. I'm not against anyone. I don't have any arch enemy that I'm always fighting or battling. The only thing that I'm against is wrong information you've been given, because the wrong information of which you've been giving is the actual information that you've been practicing, and it hasn't got you anywhere. That's the only thing that I'm fighting, because once you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at, they change. Once you change the amount of information that you're getting in terms of practicing, and it takes a wise person to realize that this information is not working for me. You don't only say, I've always been this way, this is what I'm using, this is what I'm doing that. But you get to differentiate, like, this is the actual information that I've been practicing for years, and it has gotten me nowhere. So I'm saying this is what I've been using for years, and it took me from point A to point B. And you don't have to struggle, you don't have to suffocate. That's why I hate the word hustle, as most of you call yourself hustlers. Forex trading, it is not a hustler. It's not a hustle. So most people, they call themselves hustler. The only reason why I hate that name or word, it's because it puts you into a mentality that you should believe that in order for you to succeed in anything, you should work hard. You should suffocate. Therefore, suffocation to you marks as a result of you getting a step closer to your goals. Whereas the fact is you are just suffocating, doing things hard unnecessarily, Take it as an example, people who started trading recently, seeing the 714 method, they went straight into making money. But I started back in 2018 blowing. Maybe I started seeing money from 2021. You see? So now this shows what? The application of correct information gets you straight into the expected results. There's no delays. You shouldn't lose. No one has to lose. No one has to feel the pain. So the reason why I'm doing these seminars is to show and prove to you that nobody has to lose in order for the other to win. No one has to be scammed. So there's a lot of misunderstandings around that. And in my own understanding, in South Africa, we don't have much in my knowledge. The only strategy that I know of in South Africa, which is real and realistic, it's 714. Everything else is just take, rename, repackage, resell. Everything else. Think about it. How many guys have you paid for in mentorship? What were you paying for? The same thing. You jump from this one to that one, jump from this one to that one. You know. So that's what most people have been falling for. And for me, guys, I would like to reflect a person that you should be. You are the real trader. You are the Forex trader. Not the Forex traders you see there online flashing and doing all of that. Just because he said he bought a new car and what not, then you should follow him. You see? So it's not because of that, it's about the information. What are people saying about the person? That's what counts. And I have taught a lot of people and they've seen results. So having you to say this person will help me, it is not wrong. The problem is most of you misunderstand or you confuse these guys. Yes, there is someone who actually influenced you to start trading. That's your influencer. An influencer is not a mentor. An influencer is just someone who dingle coins in front of you or dingle whatever and say, hey, you want this, you want this, give me something, give me something. That's an influencer. But a mentor is a person who says, okay, so this is where you are, that is where you want to go, right? So this is what you have to do. You see? And then you have to do the work. So most people, they fall into the hands of influencers and think influencers are mentors. Come on, the guy told you, he's straight in your face. He dropped out of school, he didn't finish, he hates school. So what can he really teach you? They're always talking against people who are like trading and doing all of that, but you are still following and listening to the same guy. But you're still listening to the same guy. So, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I'm not saying drop out of schools, right? Continue to study. If you have kids who are learning, let them learn, finish, and do whatever. We need more people who are going to process withdrawals. Look at the numbers. So, we need graduates. So I've never graduated anyway, but then I've proven that you don't have to be a graduate in order for you to million. Yeah. Did you see the post on social where that guy was like, he did two comments, but one was like, hey, I have a better paying job, so what you're talking is trash. I'm like, better paying what? Guys, I'm the most humble person, realistically. Like, for me, I don't have to prove myself to anyone. If you get time, I know you haven't, go to Top Traders SA channel on YouTube and watch this now. What's happening here? So, right, so I'm not gonna explain much about myself and my journey. Just go to YouTube and watch these podcasts here with Ngobile Tembane. So that's where you'll understand me as a person, or where do I come from, okay? So I was uploaded 2 days ago, already on 13,000 views. Yeah. Was in. Yeah. You will say that now. If we take your phone, we log in, you show us your profile. Did you comment? No. Did you like? No. You didn't even watch. You browsed. There's a difference. There's a difference. We're like, oh, it's Mashai. I know him. I know. You know me from where? This is your first time seeing me. Where do you know me from? Hey. So you can just on your spare time go to my to Top Traders, not my own channel, on Top Traders channel. You watch the episode, talk about the story of my life, how I came to be, and all of that. But one thing that I really love about this episode alone, it's because it shows you how mentally I'm built. This is what will help you maintain your psychological part of trading and your psychology as a person, because you are not only a trader, but you are a real and actual person. And if you do those things, if you listen to it, that's what's going to help you. So you don't watch this for fun. Eventually, if you're gonna just say I'm gonna watch it, you would get bored and you'll never even finish it. And there are people who are gonna take their time, watch this episode, listen carefully. This is not Netflix. You listen carefully throughout, then that's where you're going to get the results. There are people who've known me for years, but they've always never paid attention to the information that I give. As a result, they are always Sean Bell. Exactly. And then you're going to have someone who's going to see me and it's mostly the people you refer to me. Hey, there's this guy, Mashai, I saw him online. Hey. And then the person goes to me like, hey, let me look at this guy. They look at my videos, they inbox me same time. Maybe they pay for mentorship. And then they start making money before you. How? Why didn't you tell me? Isn't you are drifting? They know what they want. And when you know what you want, you see it, you take it. Clean. So you are busy saying, this is what I want. I don't think this can work. They gone, they did the job, they done. Clean. Okay, so go watch this and then you'll understand. But the reason why I really like the fuck off mentality, it's resistance. It's you resist everything. You resist emotions. Because most people, in order for you to get you to be vulnerable, they'll always say or do stuff that's going to activate your emotions, and then you become sad, and then you cry, and then you feel down upon yourself. Just like when you blow in an account, everything starts to come back. I don't have a father, I don't have a mother. Like people, they always leave you, nothing works. So it's just like that. But once you develop the fuck off mentality, that's like, if something does not align with you, cut it short. Here's the thing that I can teach you when it comes to prayer. If you pray something that is not straightforward, right? Something that is not direct, something that is not subjective. If you pray such prayers, the devil also answers those prayers. Because in order for God to be able to listen and deliver, he needs something that is straight. It's the same law. It's the same law that balances everything in the world. If you check how the sun is always on point from sun to sun. Okay, it's been different since I've been around SA. Because one day you wake up, the sun is rising this side, it's going that side. You sleep in another province, it comes this side, it's going that side. And you're like, hey, what's happening here? But the law of which keeps everything balanced. It's the same law how God works. And this is much easier for men. If you want women, how many women are married here? Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the back. So here's a tip. If you want your marriage to last the next 10 years, shut the fuck up. That is how you prolong a marriage. Shut up. Like, that's why you're divorcing next month. Men are very simple. Men are very simple. If you want to speak to a man and you want a man to understand you, you must be in straight lines. Drink water, go to the shop, buy bread, go bath, eat your food, Can I pour you another drink? You know, simple. But now if you're going to come with a dialogue, drink water. Oh, why you said all of that information instead of saying drink water? You know, men are very simple. We are logical numbers people. You know, so, and another thing that women, they need to understand about men. We are mostly in our minds than outside. That is where we spend most time. I can be sitting there saying nothing, but I'm somewhere, I'm thinking. Sometimes I'm thinking of nothing, but I'm thinking. So, that is how men are built. We just love peace. The reason why I'm saying shut up, it's because of the peace. We love peace. In as much as we are aware there are problems, this is not paid, that is not fixed, we know. And we know how we're going to fix it. We're just trying to find a solution. One of the reasons, okay, this may be hard, but one of the reasons which leads to most people being suicidal, I haven't talked about it here. The one thing that leads more people to be suicidal is because you look for a solution within yourself, you don't find it. You look for a solution around your peers, you don't find it. Around your friends, you don't find it. Around family, you don't find it. Around your community, you don't find it. And then eventually, somehow, you hope someone will know what you're going through and come to rescue you. And they don't. So you only have one option, you know? So that is how most people, they end up having that courage to eliminate themselves. Right, and I know what we're doing here you may not see the impact, but it's doing a lot. Because someone is going to kill themselves next week. So, but not generally next week, but in the future. But you having to align with this community will change how you think, how you feel about yourself. And I can say that you will see the changes. Some people, they say, yeah, you can't guarantee everything. But based on the results that I've seen, people are really finding value in what I do. Take this podcast, for example. This is my first ever podcast, or this is my second, but in terms of a bigger channel. If you go to the comment section, because that's where you find the truth. Who's this guy? What are people saying about him? Not that what did he buy this week. Like, seriously, guys. There are people of which you've known in the Forex space for the past 10 years. Every weekend they're buying a car. Like every weekend they're buying. Whether you don't see that, there's something wrong here. Every weekend you're buying a car. Latest model, they're buying it. Another one. And if for yourself as well, you're going to think like that, which means you should always buy a car to prove that 714 method is working. You see? So where's the freedom in that? So over here, you go through the comments. You read what are people saying about this guy. Don't listen to the person who brought you here or whom you came with. Listen to what I say, do exactly that thing. And if you came with someone here, they really love you. First profit goes into them. Second one comes to me. So those people, they really appreciate you because most people, once they hear the word Forex, they run. Once they hear the word Forex, pain comes back, you know. Why? Because they've given up on Forex. This is my first time ever seeing Forex traders or people excited about Forex, looking forward to the next day to actually be able to trade. This is my first time ever. I don't know, maybe I haven't started trading, but I've been in the game the longest time. So now this shows you what? Practicing the things that I do, it's what actually going to pay your bills. Not how I do as a person. I mean, I'm just a normal guy. So right now, I just want to finish talking and take off this suit, you know. So it's just like that. So you read comments on everything. Those who came with someone here. You don't just listen. Any couples? Any couples here? Couples. If you came with your partner. Okay, if you came with your side chick then? I said partner, nobody raised a hand. Then, or you came with your neighbor's wife. Okay, we only have one couple in the back, so which is a good thing, because most of the time you will find that people in relationships, there's like tug of war, something like that. They don't see eye to eye, like, I want to do Forex. Like, no, don't do that. But when yourself or man and wife, you understand yourselves and you work together towards something, it generally helps, right? It generally helps because there won't be any fights at home. When you lose, you understand. When you win, you understand, right? So for most people, they often say, why should I continue to trade whereas I've lost so much? The most important thing is to look the other side. Remember this. You remember when I said, if you pray as a person and your prayers are not direct, the devil will give you a bribe, something that looks like what you want, whereas it's not the actual thing. Same goes with you. You've wanted to learn Forex straight up, but now you kept getting scams or scammers or scammed. Either way, you scammed. So you keep getting those people of which had something similar to what you want, but they didn't have the context of what you really want. And then here I come late, now you're demotivated, you've lost a lot of money, you've lost your baby mama, you've lost a lot of accounts, so you don't care anymore. So now I need to convince you to why you should come back into trading. Fuck off. Why do I care? It doesn't work like that. So it takes a real person to actually see that this is it. Hence I said, if you know what you want, you know how to see it, right? So just like myself, I often post myself, make videos of my face and whatnot. Hence, if I always use the logo or no face, and then I said I'm coming to Cape Town, how would you know how does the guy look? You wouldn't know, because you can even pass me here, And I've been here for like the whole week. So I've been up the streets, up and down. I never seen anyone, which proves that you don't stay in Cape Town. But I'm not there. So just kidding. But I've been here for the whole week. Did have the opportunity to meet other people of which were closer. They came on. We actually did sessions, which was good. And they were able to see if I'm lying or not. Don't look at me, you were not there. So they came, and even yesterday, I also invited them, come. I didn't buy a house in Cape Town. I'm renting, chief, Airbnb, it's booking.com. I know some of the guys were like, yeah, I bought a property in Cape Town. Yeah, look at me. It's big, but they were able to come there to invite them to my space. I said, okay, come. And then we traded Tuesday, Monday, with different people. So from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I didn't even eat Wacky Wednesday, imagine. So those 3 days, then yesterday we traded live for NFP. And I made money. And she was screaming. I don't know why. I got shocked. Imagine you're all sitting there. So I'm still talking on TikTok. She's sitting next to me. So I didn't even execute much trades because now I'm busy talking like buy. And I'm like, okay, guy, here comes. And then she's like, I'm like, what's happening now? So, but the most good thing is they made money. Because for me, as I told you, why am I doing this? Is to prove to, especially South Africans, that Forex trading is not a scam. We can all win, we can all make money. Because in other industries, we've like, doesn't, okay, never mind, it's prolong the goals. But the point of why I'm doing this, why I'm here, is to prove to you that Forex trading is not a scam. And on top of that, this is what you have to do in order for you to make money. It's simple. Simple, straightforward guidelines. You do this, you do that. Everyone is making money. There's no restrictions in terms of age, and what's the other thing? Segmentation, what? I forgot that thing. That's why I hate school. But race, everything, I've been around South Africa, different languages. Some I heard, some I didn't ask. They ask questions in a different language, like, do what you want. So it's been difficult. Now, but having to travel the whole of South Africa, one thing I can tell you is we may be thinking in our minds, because some people, they say, they have morals, they are different, and that's women. Oh, I'm different, I don't like money, I'm not like other girls, I don't want anything to do with. So one of the things that I've realized, we may be in different locations, speaking a different language, but you all want the same things. We all want the same thing. We want the money, 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 money. That's what, so we can have the things we want. Which brings us to this fact. I know you guys don't love me. You don't give a fuck about me. I know that. You are just here to get the information, go make your money. You don't even love Forex. Let's be honest. You don't even love Forex. You want to know how will you buy your first car, how will you pay for your home, how will you start your business, how will you grow yourself. That's the only reason why, the output. That's why you came here. Not because you're like, I'm shy. No. Yeah, but, so this is your first time seeing me. Maybe you'll see me next year, maybe. Because seminars are not my business. Come on, don't make this my heritage now. Seminars are not my business. I do this for fun. So I've never worked a day. So you can't be employing me now. Come on. Oh, so hey, you know how people are. Hey, Masha. And I don't understand. Most people, once they start paying for maybe mentorship, they feel like they own you. Others I have to remind, like, hey, but you don't own me, cash. Now you're busy, Masha, I paid you. I want a session. I footek. Because now, since I've been, like, there's one case recently. One of the guy paid for mentorship. And he's always demanding one-on-one session. Then I said, Loazi, please assist this guy. But every time, like, hey, Baba, I am not 714 method. 714 is a concept. It's a different product. Loazi can teach it to you. Mqe can teach it to you. I understand it, yes. I may be the instigator. But at the moment, I'm traveling. You see that I'm traveling, not like I'm lying. Because everything that I do, I post. I always promote transparency. You can see what I was here yesterday. The next day, I'm in a different. So where am I going to get the chance to say, okay, and then you might the opening live while on the flight? Doesn't work like that. So now, and then people, they come at me for that. And after they do that just to say, hey, Masha is a scam, my head doesn't want to pay my money. Let's be honest. You paid for my mentorship, you got in the mentorship, we start doing a few lessons. I send you the book, you get the book. And then after that, I do a few sessions with you, then I get busy. And then when you come back, you say, hey, I want my money back because you don't have time. In the group, in the mentorship group, I have over 55 videos, over 100 videos, because each and every page has a video that teaches you how to trade. Basically, you read the book and then so people don't do the work and then they come late. So if you say, I need to give you back your money, then give me back my information. Stay dumb. Let's be even. You give me back my info, I give you back the money. You see? So guys, let's not try that. So to say it's bad, because now if I'm like, let's no, there's no word for it in English. It's not try that. That's it. That's it well. So, can I have a copy? 714. I go party Lela. Anyone? Yeah. See, serious people. Because now you need to verify. Is it him? Yeah. So, I wrote this book when I think it was 2021. And upon writing this book, I came from an area where I knew or I had a lot of information. Everything that you yourself know, I knew that. All the strategies, I knew that. So now I got to a point where I'm like, I know so much, but my bank balance doesn't show that. So I need to kind of filter down, like the break-even point of everything. Like you're tired, you don't want to learn anything new, you are exhausted to the last dot. Break-even point. Should I give up? Should I continue? What is happening? I don't see the man. Years have passed, because by then it was 2018, 19, 20, 21. 4 years. So in my 8 years of trading, the 4 was blowing. The 4 was a millionaire. So now, if you check, and this is my first time realizing that it's actually 4-4, So Then I was like, I know so much information. I just want something that really works. Get the good side, get the good side. Should I be like this? So now I filtered down based on the information that I had to like what really works, what really moves the dots. So imagine you have to filter a strategy you didn't create, breakdown and everything, but there was like, still doesn't make sense. And then I had to sit for days and weeks looking at the markets, no execution, nothing, just observing. What is the market really doing? How is the market really moving? That is where I was able now to pick up new things. Because I was obsessed with what? After having a lot of information, my obsession was accuracy. My obsession was knowing the exact thing that will happen. No guessing games anymore. I want to know what's one thing that the market can do at a specific time of the day, if it's not many, even just one that I can trade, make money with it. So at the first sight, I saw that, I traded it, then I drifted again, got distracted because I was in other groups with all these other mentors and stuff. I've been in groups with them. That's how I know they're assholes. So I'm telling you, like I don't understand why you praise these guys. I've been in groups with these guys, like the popular mentors, and every time they be borrowing man. A guy who can post that he made 100K today, and now he's in your inbox wanting a 1,000. Bro, you just said you made money. Yeah, bro. So and most of you won't believe this. I mean, I got files for days, Baba. That's why I'm like this. I got files for days. Okay, let's leave that now. Having much information was didn't help me at all. Then I said, what are the actual specific things that I can use that I know that the market is doing on a day-to-day basis? Then that's why I got to the 714 early stage. I used it. I was like, this thing doesn't work. No, not that it doesn't work. I used it, seen that it worked, and then I did the confluences thing, try to put makeup and make it special. And then afterwards, I lost. Then I went back to there was the time I was trading this way and I was making money. Let me go back to it. Then I went back again, deleted everything, focused on the charts. And then that is how I got to understand the 714 and then developed it from there. So before I gave it out, I had to use the thing on myself, make the money. So that's how I have nothing to lose because I got it. So as long as it's with me, I am making money. We're making money this year. So I will show you my withdrawals. Scan rush. There was someone from Cape Town who said I'm alive. We're still looking for him now, but I just got a message. We're getting close. Okay, so I woke up at 10, so I hadn't done much. I haven't even eaten. I was like, fuck, this is the day. Shit. And I woke up, so I'd be asleep right now. Imagine I left my beautiful house at home, left my daughter, I came here. My Beamer hasn't been driven in weeks. Okay, I've been back here at home 2 times. So when I left, we left last week of June. Then by the whole month I've been around. So I've been going to all these provinces. So from Pretoria, I flew back to Durban, then I came back. Then we went to Mpumalanga, then I went back again, and then I came. Yeah. Rich people's problems, eh? Flying a lot, I can just fly. Yeah, but luckily this is my last trip that I'm going back home. Oh, the point was, then I have to do all of that to come here for you to blow. Hey, I'll come in Khayelitsha with the bush. I'll look for you. I will look, because now, once you say you are 714 method, you are carrying a reputation of which you must maintain. You see, so you cannot come here having our people winning, and then you come here, you become arrogant, you become disobedient, don't listen, you do your own nonsense, and then you come there and say, yeah, hey, I'm 714. 714 my foot. You know, this is one thing. I'm cleaning the industry step by step, one place at a time. So you cannot come here and do the same thing, deteriorating my reputation. Because once you say 714, I know that's me. And most people, that's why even the people who haven't made money with the 714 online, you see them teaching it now. They are mini mentors. They are busy, 714 opening prices. Like, if I can tell all of the guys that I've mentored and they've made millions with this, you won't see them do a video. They don't give a fuck about anything. It's only these 50 Rand profit TPs guys. Ow. Just by making 500 screenshots, you're going to post 714. Link in the bio, link in the bio. How? Isn't you making money? You are making money. And the one thing that I love about money is the confidence that comes with it. It's the freedom. And how do you get that freedom? By accepting what's right now. I don't have to bother anyone. I don't have to follow anyone. I can just be my own person, make the money, and remain subtle. That's the most important thing. So if you are gonna start all over again, now on your WhatsApp, you are screenshotting, you're posting, hey, I killed it today. Hey, how? You are doing the same thing that will get you into trouble later on. You are attracting negative people of which right now they are criticizing you, saying that the 714 method doesn't work. What? After you start making money, now you are posting that you're making money. They will come back now. They'll want to borrow the same amount of money they said you were scammed for. Yeah, and now you can't even hide, because they phone you, you don't pick up. Next thing they're on your door. They come there knocking. You see, that's why I built a double-story house, because I can see you from far. I know they walk. I say, this one is coming to borrow. So, to eliminate that, at an early stage, mind your business. Don't post, don't show. Do the same thing that I did. Be an unknown guy, people just. Do you know how painful it is to be walking in town in your shorts? You know you're loaded, you're just walking, and people are talking about, this one is thinking he's a better trader, what, look at him, how he's wearing, he doesn't even have a car. Maintaining your temper at that time to like beat the person out, and then you shove them their bank balance in their face, or you do whatsoever. This poverty, okay. Anyone here with the Jameson shorts? Maybe I would like. Anyone? Savannah, maybe? So, now, you need to eliminate that at an early stage. If you have a trading partner, you only trade with your partner. It's better for those guys because they're married. And it's colored people. What's wrong with you black people? Like, serious guys, I can Taban can testify on this. Taban, have you noticed that whenever we have a colored or Indians or Muslims at the seminar, it's always a couple. And then there is you. Even whites. I'm telling you guys. Hey, once she makes more money than me, hey, she'll divorce me. Hey, once. Come on, guys. This is for everyone. Transparency. Let's all make money. And also families, it's very important, because now the one reason which leads to high divorce, it's this thing of lack of money, right? There's no money on both sides. You are only to find out the other one has money. They're hiding it because of this, So don't do that. She will divorce you anyway. So, like, you've seen how it goes in terms of the average people. You meet a person there, and then they start coming in. But making money with your partner, it's good. Because, you know, one thing that takes away your fear, your freedom, it's this thing of secrets. Because each and every time you like see you're hiding, you should protect yourself, you protect your information, protect your parents, and that alone will cost you to be continuously secretive. Because you like every time she's gonna see your bank balance, so it takes away everything. So you should be open as a person. That will help you. Okay, so now let's talk to you as a person, not as a trader. Right now I'm talking to you as a person, not a trader. Because eventually, you all have had money, right? You know money, you've had money, you've spent money. Some guy here even finished rough money. Whew. So, but there's one problem that most people, they often have. How to keep the money. How to maintain the money. How to make sure that that money lasts longer than 2 minutes. So, the problem is, most people, in terms of their minds, they never really think of themselves when having money. They often think of the things they can buy with the money. Hence, as a result, they end up spending more money on trying to get those things and they lose everything. So, this will solve your problems on the personal level. Being a person who's very accepting and just neutral in general will allow you that even when the money comes, you don't get overhyped and excited. You're just like, okay, now I have money. What do I do with it? That is how I want you to be. Hey, neighbor, buy your kids. What are you going to do with your neighbor's kids? Okay, so I'm going to skip here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, right? So one of the things that is holding a lot of people back is beliefs. I've always been this person. This is me. This is my story. This is my history. This is who I am. And Zulus are better with this. Hey, I'm kids, I'm kids. I'm kids. You know. So beliefs are the one thing that are holding us back. Because you find that just like me, there's no other. Okay, my father had money before. My father was rich, like a Mercedes. My father was rich. I don't know for how long, right? And after that, it's all went short. So I only knew my father last year, like last year. That was the first time seeing my father in over 30 years. So I don't care. I have no emotions, nothing. I don't hate him. I don't have any remorse. I know some people will be like, where have you been? I slept without eating. But you are still alive, and that's what is important. So, for me, like, I was just like, no, I have no grudges against you. I have nothing. You are a man. You know what you are dealing with at the time. That was the best solution. You have to go and find yourself. Whatever. So, don't feel any guilt or anything, but just don't try to show me love. I'm not gay. You know, and that's another thing parents, they always do. They always now have this thing of trying to show love, you know, and then they do it forcefully. I was like, no, just relax, be yourself, understand everything. You know, for me, I'm a granny's boy, as I told you. That's why I don't have this soft spot for parenting. You are just old and you have kids. Impregnating someone who doesn't add wisdom from you. You know, parents, they have this tendency of acting like once you have a kid, it is like there's a portal of knowledge. There's like, now you are wise, thou shalt. We know this. You just got pregnant and you impregnated. That is it. Doesn't add any voucher in your life, doesn't add any money, doesn't add anything. You impregnated and you are pregnant. Hallelujah. It's the truth. It's the truth. But we are here for money. Okay, so the beliefs are what's holding you down and maintaining yourself in that point. So changing now your beliefs to new beliefs is what's going to change you from this point going forward. You choose what you believe. You choose what is acceptable. You choose what will help you going forward, okay? And then we come to lack of knowledge, which is one thing that I keep on brushing up. Lack of knowledge. Most people, they are losing because of lack of knowledge, right? Understand this, there is a lot of information, but there is lacking of that information. So having the wrong information, regardless of how much you practice, you're still going to lose because the information that you're practicing is not right. So that's why you think I should be consistent, I should show up, I should keep on doing this. So you are putting that effort on the wrong information. Regardless of how many times you practice the wrong information, it will never be right. Rice will never boil on cold water. Despite you change the pots, you change the stove, it will never boil. Why? Because that is wrong information practiced. So it's very much important that we get our attention correctly. Lack of information, that's what is killing a lot of people. And also the wisdom or the acknowledgement of being able to separate that this information is not right for me. Because most people, they fight the person instead of the information. You're like, I know, hey, this guy is good, hey, he just bought this, he just bought that. But you paid for mentorship. You know what I love about myself? I bought everything before I even went out. So there's no one who's going to say, hey, he's in Cape Town with my man. Which man? Which man? I'm spending my money. Like. All of these seminars all together, I think they cost me like 600K or something. Joe? So, and another thing is, once you start winning, let's say you had lack of knowledge, and then now you have new beliefs. So you're like, hey, 714, hey, you're bad, hey, after that, then you're like, okay, I'm winning. Like, hey, now you see the money coming, you take your wife overseas, you take a second wife. So now you start to see profits and you're gaining confidence. You're like, sure, I know this will work. Maybe you have your mini squad now that you're mentoring. You know, people like to be praised. You have your mini squad that you're mentoring. What this does now, when you start winning and you're seeing profits, at one point it gets you confident. And the next step is get you overconfident. Because now you're feeling yourself more to a point whereby you're ignoring some of the basic principles in the charts that actually make you more money. So like, eventually I know. So you don't pay attention to the lot size you're using. You don't pay attention to the actual charts. You don't pay attention to the things, how the market is going to move. So when you just want to make more money now because you've been feeling yourself for quite some time. So you just continue to like execute. So as a result, you end up now risking way more than actual amount that you have to risk. So now, once you get overconfident, it leads you to the biggest demon ever, which is the fuck? Jesus. I thought you were only broke, but you're only stupid. It's greed. That is our challenge. The most biggest challenge isn't now you've been winning, making profits consistently. So you are confident and overconfident. So when you go to the charts, your reactions are going to be greed. Because now you're like, I want more money. You're backwarding without paying attention. So that is where you end up losing a lot of money. Greed is the only thing that is killing a lot of people. Greed is the only thing that is ruining every business if you check. You know, you are pushing your drugs very well, you know, like trading. Okay, that's a bad example. So, but greed is one thing that is killing a lot of businesses because you were doing something, you were good at it, now you want to like escalate it, increase it or grow. How do you kill greed? Number one, the only way to kill greed is to be grateful. Have gratitude as a person. You know, acknowledge how much you're making, saying, this is how much I've made, I'm happy for it. And another way of killing gratitude, of killing greediness, is by having a plan, not the actual trading plan. No. As a person, you know how much you're spending on your household, you know your running expenses, you know what car you have. So you make enough money to cover that, and then you make an extra cash which you're going to keep on saving. And then you take that money you buy. You can have anything you want in life. You will have everything you want in life. But you need to have an actual structure that you work by on a day-to-day. So that's what is going to help you. So that's the only way to kill greed. Know how much is your life costing. Now you see where girlfriend allowance comes in, eh? So, know how much is your life costing you. How much you pay for data or electricity. In college, you don't pay for electricity, eh? So, electricity, water, transportation also. Because now if you tend to calculate how much you are spending on transport and how you are moving, that should tell you something there, right? So you need to know how much you're spending on all of those things. Then you base your trading targets based on those things. Eventually you'll make more, but that is how much you're going to make. You save going forward for what you actually want. That is a solution of killing greed. You understand? That is how you kill greed. Because now, I really don't want you to make money only to lose money. I don't want you to have the best year making big money and then after that you fall short. Because the biggest problem in life in money is that you'll never know when you have the biggest amount. You know, you can have 2 million or 5 million and you think that's your best amount of money. And then eventually what happens? You lose that money. Or you spend it all, you flatter it in clubs and stuff and strippers. You spend it in clubs. Okay, never mind. You spend all that money. Now, you have a car that you are buying or running, and that maintenance for that car maybe it's costing you maybe close to 100K or 50,000. And then you have a bigger house. Okay, here's a vivid example. For me, I have 5 cars, right? All these 5 cars are running on a day-to-day basis. These 5 cars, they must be fueled. These 5 cars, they must be serviced. You see? So, the cost of maintaining these cars, the only 2 cars that are like most expensive, it's the Ranger. My car is even here. Proving what I drove from KZN. Okay, I didn't drive. I took the car from Joburg. So my guys, they drove up because I was like, no, take a flight. They're like, no, we're going to drive. Take a flight. They're like, no, we're going to drive. Okay, take the fucking car. So they took the car. They came with it. But when I got back, we're going to ship it, you know, to the truck. Then we're going to fly and land and the car will be there. I don't want anybody to say we saw his car was on a truck. His seminar didn't make it, so they come and took his car. No, I bought it cash. Cash. Yes. It's money problems. You'll understand this. So I don't want you to make money only to lose money, right? Because as I show you, money will come, but you'll never know at one point where you have a lot of money. So you get your money, maybe you buy a house here in Cape Town, you buy a car, okay? Maybe let's say you make $1 million. You buy a car that's cost like $500,000, so you have 500. Then maybe you get a small apartment, like maybe 400,000, then you broke already. Because how are you going to maintain these things now? You see? Whereas if you have like 1 million, maybe you get a car, whichever car you like, especially BMs. You still scream to a Kusheshe, guys. That's an old car. All BMs, they hold status, respect, they demand respect everywhere you go. Because even if you're in your Omot, they're like, hey, Omot, speed up. Like, no, I've reached the limit. And then BM's like, So now, my idea is, go to any dealerships, look for a car that you love. You know the car you love. Don't buy new. Buy a second or a second hand. Exactly. You buy that car. Maybe it's going to cost you something up to 200, depending on the type of car, 200,000. You have 500 for the budget of the car, right? Then you take that car back to the main dealership. They change everything that is wrecked off there. They change everything. And you'll find that the entire thing is not even going to cost more than 50,000 because they're just going to be putting new parts. Don't take it to Skumbuzo. Because that's another problem. People are trying to save by all means. So you buy a second-hand car, you take it to your neighborhood, to your mechanic who's always showing half the ass. It's not going to last. Take it to its main dealership. They're going to check everything, change everything. You pay because you have money. So imagine now, out of the 500 you're going to buy the same car, you've spent now, let's say, maybe 250. So the other 250 can remain as a budget for the car to keep it running. Change your brake pads, change your tires, service. Maybe the service for that car is less than 10,000 and you do a service kit maybe like every 3 months. So you're spending like 10,000 every 3 months. You see, maintenance, learn to master maintenance. Because mostly it's easy to get things, but maintaining those things. Also for your house. I know most of you want a big house, like you stay with ghosts. You want a big house, you will get that big house. But you know what the problem is? I say this with me. I used to stay in one room. One globe, less problems. One room, one globe. Now, my fence alone is over 16 globes. And I don't know what demon is it. When they burn like 8, 10 same time. So now, in terms of maintaining that, if I change, I need to change more than 16. But I used to be stressed out with 1. So now, maintenance, as you have a bigger thing or bigger house, it changes. Maintaining a house, all toilets must be cleaned. I have about 4 toilets in my house. That's how shitty person I am. Just kidding. So I have 4 bathrooms, 2 kitchens, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs, 3 bedrooms, double garage. Yeah, I think that's in some space, but it's open. So here's the thing. I was even mopping or cleaning. I was cleaning 1 room. Now there's a big house. I'm like, yo, can't leave my trade to clean. So which means what? I must get a cleaner or a wife. So now, which means I must have a cleaner who's going to clean the floor, the kitchen, wash the glasses, the shower doors and all, because that's it. Why am I doing that? I'm maintaining my house. If you don't do that, the house will like rot. And it's gonna have things there, oil, dust catches into the furniture, and then eventually it gets moldy. You see? So maintaining, you've got the big house, but now the fact is, can you maintain that house over a period of time? You must buy air fresheners, certain soaps, certain detergent. You must have certain fabric for certain things, the actual liquid for to your tiles on the floor, the same things for the windows. Maintaining the house. Yeah, bro? So if you don't do that, your house will decay like in just short time. You got it beautiful, now you lost it. So be smart when you're buying these things, okay? I'm not even talking about the people who stay here. Rates and stuff. Forcibly, you have to pay rates. You know, they come every month. You miss a day, they come and cut it off. Becomes challenging, you see? So those are things you should consider before money comes. Be ready before money comes. Be the person you want to be when you have money right now. That will help you. Right. So I've covered that. Most Africans, they have this problem, right? You want to make money. You want to be good. You want to take care of your family. Especially these young guys, you know, you want to take your mother out. You want to build her a bigger home and all of that. But consider these expenses also. So you get your first big paycheck. You take your money home. You build them a bigger house, extended garage. You buy her a microwave, whatever furniture that you think of, and you're done. You've spent all your money on that. Forgetting one thing, you've done it all, you think your parents will be happy, but you're not a favorite child. You are not the favorite child. You've done everything because you want the approval of your parents. Either way, they're still like, yeah, that's good. And when you go out, they say, 7 o'clock, I'm locking the gate. But you're like, like, hey, Iguamla. There are no words that are painful as such. There's no way that's painful as Iguamla. This is my house. Hey, guys, those words are painful. I remember my grandmother used to tell me the same thing. Like, hey, Peliguamla, Peliguamla. And after I built my house, December last year, I called her. Oh, get out on my family, come here. Yeah, and then I told her, like, Nami Guamla. I had to revenge myself. I had to revenge myself. Those words are very powerful, are very painful, actually. You know, because at that time, you have nothing. There's no possibility of anything. You don't have money. So you're looking at this person bragging. And they're in a talent like. Just kidding. Home is home, guys. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to put yourself first. Put yourself first. Okay? Even for you who have parents, you have the habit of abandoning yourself. Like now you're not a person, you're a thing. You still have a life. Your kids, as soon as they grow up, they leave you. They will leave you. So when I be like, no, it's my kids and not... And women, stop this thing which once you get married, then there's less on that side, you know. We have to beg now. And since I paid full price, which anytime I want to swipe, like... So the thing is, women, you have a life, right? You have life, you still have ambitions you want to fulfill. Not all your life is based on children. Because now those children, as soon as they grow up, they leave. You see? So once they leave, you have nothing to do. So you need to start all over again, gathering your life. So it's very much important that as a person, you have goals. That's why I started off. You have goals. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you want. You will get that money. You buy a house thinking you're buying for your children. Your children, they will move out and leave you with that house. Yeah, so have a life. And I'm not saying don't dream big. But sometimes having a penthouse, yeah, it can be good to rent a penthouse, but can't be staying there. Yeah, some things for me, how I've done most things, it's better to visit, you know. Go there, enjoy a day, a weekend, and I can come to Cape Town anytime. Spend the weekend, spend the week. Because I've been around all South Africa, I spend week in almost places. So I know life is the same. I don't have to say, hey, now I'm moving to Cape Town. No, because if I move here, I'm going to lose respect for Cape Town. Yeah, well, so in order for Cape Town to remain, because I went there up to the Table Mountain, it's not straight. It's okay. I'm Tiabo. So, so now, in order for these things to remain respected, it's better to just visit off on weekends. You know you can afford now. Your problems are better or less. So that's good. So it's very much important. So the reason why I'm saying this is put yourself first. Whatever you do, you put yourself first. It's all about saving yourself first. Then you can save the rest. Do not rush things and say, I'm going to start at home, maintain, because now we have this African narrative. We'll start back at home, then that's where you'll find your success. It doesn't work like that, guys. Start with yourself. Save yourself. Get yourself an apartment somewhere, whether you're renting, move out at home, move footek, boom. Value your parents, they want that, but they won't tell you. So you move out at first. Maybe if you get extra money, you get yourself a house, you maintain yourself, you will be good. Because you are the real person here who's working to make money. And once you're out, you're going to get that quietness, the peace to be able to focus, concentrate, and make more money. And maybe build yourself a house. Or you move out, you build yourself a house. So that's going to be better for you. Putting yourself first. If at home they reject you whatsoever, there's always Kumbule Kaya, they can always take you back. So it's good. But put yourself first. It's never late to go back home. It's family anyway. They will never abandon you. Because starting with family, sometimes you hold yourself back. As I said, you will get 2 million. That 2 million could be the last lump sum of money you're getting. And if you spend it in the wrong place, you'll spend your whole life like regretting. Whereas if you save yourself, you can still go back. Scapish? Yeah, see some faces there like, hey, I'm going to change that wheel. I'm going to rewrite the wheel. So, as I say, the point is to make money, keep money, maintain money. Not to make money and lose money. And we can do it. Make money, keep money, and then do other stuff. You know what you want in your life. Very much important to write goals. The date for Cape Town was issued way back in January. Jan. And most people, they only responded just now. I don't even know where they're coming from. Just now, like, masha. There is something called, hypnotic rhythm. And the infinity storehouse of what. That's law of nature. It's basically part of the laws of nature. As a person, if you write your goals down, right, it helps you here. If you write your goals down, when the time and date is near, everything will fall into place. You're like, hey, I have to do this. Most of you are aware of this seminar way long before May. Like, okay, he's coming. But you were not really focused on like, yeah, he's coming eventually, what. So each and there, like, where's the vein? Where's the time? But I said, if you're coming to any of my seminars, you send me a message on Telegram. I add you in the group, so I speak one voice. I don't say, hey, yeah, it's you can come. Hey, guys, I'm not here to make friends, guys. I don't do friends. I'm here for money. I make money from the market. It's money. I don't do friendships and all that. It's money. You see? So, that's why I was like, please confirm, join the group so that it's easier for me to actually make the prepare for the session. The venue must be bigger. Right now, or suppose some of you, those who are standing, you're supposed to be like fired or like chased out. But I was like, no, cold drink, high five, let them stand at least, you know. But in Mpumalanga, we had the same problem. People, they didn't confirm. There were very few people in the group, like 20, but I went there. When I get there, the venue is full. They wanted chairs. They said like, no, each chair is 100 rand. And then I said to the people, please go pay for your chairs. People, they looked at me. Like, dude, the seminar is free. I'm not the one who's wanting your 100 rand. Go and pay for the chair so we can sit down. And there were many people standing. So I had to go back, pay for another 20 chairs. That's 2,000. Pay more 2,000. That's 2 bottles of Jameson and a 12 of Coke and ice. That's a whole dash. And built on with some change. So, you see, so it's just, why you have your hand up? Why you have your hand up?
No, I want to ask something.
Ask what, Chief? I'm still teaching.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this guy. Can you see the future? Okay, so now, looking at time, the strippers are awake now. We need to rush. Okay, so I literally don't do those things. I just make fun of it. Don't be like, hey, Masha, I can't. You know. But it's good to go for experience, you know. So you don't, Mavericks. You should go to hell. Okay, so now let's get to the real work, right? Why are we here? What is 714 method? What is this 714 method? Okay, I will read from here. The 714 method is a study of specific price action that happens every day as the nature of the markets. The study is based on time and price. It has been proven with evidence that the market is specific and perfectly balanced. It is not a series of random price action. Have you noticed that ever since I came up with the 714 method, which has a specific time, specific price, every other guy right now, when they're talking, price, time, price, like every other guy now. Since when? Because you're drawing trend lines. If it breaks, retest, it's going to continue to go up. And you know I hate trend lines because there's no precision. It's always that the markets will break, come back to retest, and then go up like your father and never come back. So that's what you'd always respect. That's what you always expect, you know. Whereas with the 714 method, as I told you how it came about, like, what's that one thing? I'm having a bad day, rough day. What is it that I can go to the market, look at it, see it, and trade? It's not about staying long. It's not about you overworking. It's not about you doing a lot of things. What's that one thing that I can see in the charts, look for it, do it, make money, done? That's all we want. That's what I wanted. Now I'm sharing it with you. So you can do it too. It has nothing to do with your father. It has nothing to do. Oh, okay. Before, let me do this because I'll forget. I'm a forgetful person. That's why I'm short-tempered. Because I saw in where was I last? Free State. Yeah, I was in Free State. Free State and Kimberley. I showed them my withdrawals. Okay, because people are like, yeah, you say you're making money, but you never really see the money. What not? So I think I will do the same thing here. I will log in and show you my withdrawals. As you can see, I'm logging in right now on members area. It's not recorded. There's nothing. I'm pressing here, it's loading. You can see the mouse. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm doing this because on TikTok I can't. And you can't be always overhearing me saying, I made this, I did that, I got this, I got that. If anyone has a problem with anything here, maybe those who have problems with accounts, I'll see you. Taban will attend you later on. There were people of which they kept saying they wanted to see me, but then, where is MLT? MLT, where is it? You even have the balls to raise your hand. Like, I don't understand. There are people who are always talking to me online. I'm like, Chief, I'm here. Oh, I'm at work. I'm here. Okay, those my zeros. Why is this thing so small? Oh, it loses focus. Okay. So those my zeros, it needs to be far off, so can't do any adjustments. Okay. Those who have glasses, just put them up a bit. Use the bottom layer. Okay, so I will go to my account is always on zero. I only put money when I want to trade. I don't have this thing of always staying with the MT5, which has a lot of money because when I put money there, I put money to trade, withdraw, take it back. Okay, as you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3. The other account is my copy trading account, the one that was like last year, because there's 3. The one account that, as you saw there, the one account is for trading, specifically for trading. The other one is for withdrawals. I make profits here, I move my profits. I don't withdraw from the same account. I make profits and then I move it to the other account. There's only one account I use for withdrawals. That's why when I withdraw, I get money fast. Because I'm using one account ever since. Same account on withdrawals, and I always get my money. So if you're going to have this account, you withdraw here, that's why you're going to have these problems. Say, Masha, I didn't get my money, where's my money, and all of that. So you're going to have those problems. So to make it easy for you, have one account where you are executing on, have another account for internal, you do internal transfer, and then you withdraw from there. So even for the broker, it's easy to say, this is the account he's using for, this is the bank he's using. So doing that over a period of time, it makes your work a whole lot easier. Okay? So this is my trading account. I have to change here. That's my trading account, 1599. And then 2914, that's my withdrawals every time. I withdraw from there every time. So it's wise. Doing this will help you that you don't become emotional. Most of you, you've never traded big accounts. Hence, you remember what I say, you're going to take an account from 1,000 rands, you trade it. Now it's 10,000, you've been winning all along. You're getting overjoyed. You're singing your way to open your trade. And then now your account is on 10,000. You're barcoding now. Overconfidence, greed, you lose it all. And you don't even realize that you lost because you became greed. You'll just say, hey, 714 method stopped working. That is not the truth. You know, so some people are like that and say, yeah, it doesn't work now because now I'm here. There are people with bad lucks. Each and every time you get into something, it flies. You know, you remember how you lost Triple M. By the time it gets there, gone. Okay, let me go to internal transactions, withdrawal history. So I'm going to do, also this, the reason why I made a video on TikTok. It's not a video, it's a picture. I did a picture and then I uploaded it. Because one guy was saying, most of these forex guys, they always claim to make money, but you'll never see withdrawals. It's only last on MT4. Just like yesterday. A lot of guys sold signals. They were like, hey, he's killing it. Hey, he's killing it. So I will show you my withdrawals from last year, Jan, till now. Custom. I'll select the dates here. August, March. So that's a whole year. Even on your birthday, I was making money. Okay, this is Jan 24. To date, 1 June, 1 August. Happy Women's Month. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been nice. Okay. Okay, so I've set the time here, custom. That's the date, 1 January 2024 to 1 August 2025. Over here, it's entries. If I click here, it will allow me to select entries. 10 entries, 25, 50. I will select hundreds. So each and every entry is going to disclose a withdrawal. Okay, then I do this. I have to go back. Okay. So, Obon? No, but it's not my problem if you don't see. These guys will testify here. They will tell you. Okay, so this is my withdrawal history. Where is my mouse? Okay, there. So over here is transaction ID. This is date and time. This is how much of withdrawal, how much is approved, a method of withdrawal. Okay, you can see here the date 2025-08-01. That is yesterday. I withdrawn 14,000. Okay, didn't make much on NFP because that lady screamed and she shook me. I didn't enter much. Okay, so that is 14,000 for this month. Oh, for last month, I withdraw the 14,000, 1,000, 9,000. You can see the date here, 0715, and then 20,000, 0709. It's 1 o'clock. 20,000 withdrawal. 2,000 here, 3.5. That's someone's salary. 5.4 there. Okay, this thing showed 1 of 10. I said 100 because now I'm running from this. Hey, I'm saving it. Okay, so now 3.5. There's 3.5. And then 12K, 1.9, 1.8. See, I make reasonable amounts. It's not much. 7,000, 11,000, 8,000, another 2,000, 18,000, 14,000, 35, 68,000, hundreds, 25. 500 rand. Okay, since you're 500 bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 500. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 500Ks. That's. I don't even know how much that is. 3.5. Okay, it's 3.5 million. But this is last year January up until now. See, I'm still going down more 500K. There's another 1.1 there. Going down. So you can see all the transactions are there. Because I keep going down. I can still go down furthermore. But the point is why I'm showing you this is not to say I'm bragging. These are the results of the 714 method. These are the results of what I do in the market on a day-to-day basis. I do the same thing. This is not where it ends. You can make more. As I told you, I have other guys of which I've mentored, assisted. They've made more. There's this lady on the chat box. I have another group for traders, chat box. She's making it. Last month, she made 350,000. She's never met me. Like ever. We share the same surname, but she's never seen me. Never. Because as I'm doing these seminars, this is like the first time people actually get to see me. Nobody knew who I was. They just follow the instruction from online and they've done that. Zama has been trading with me for like 3 months, not long. 3 months. And already she's made more than that. So if you can check the entire trading history, you can find she's already made 500,000. So doing the same thing consistently up until December, eventually she would have made 1 million. So she will be number 7. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people making money in this. No bots, that's your own trading, because there's excitement that comes with your own execution and yourself making money for you. Let's leave the robot. There's a certain feeling that comes with you or comes to you when you're making your own money and you know that it's actually working. That's what you need to know. That's what you need to feel. The robots, yeah, we've been working on the robots. It's taking time because it's happening on real time. So we have to code, it has to be coded, tested on the real markets going forward and all. So we're still having a minor adjustments here and there. The guy who's assisting, when I was in Pretoria, we met with him 2 times. And he's been testing it live on a live market for like 2 months now. And it had taken about 2 losses. So right now we're still studying that 2 losses, how they happen, and then we're going to code it again, put it into action. But probably sometime next month it will be out, it will be available, and it will be free. Because I don't want, creating a product or having a bot, basically it's a test of reputation. And for myself, I don't want anything to tarnish my reputation by any means. So the bot it will be out, and then I will be having it free I've been speaking to XM management if they can help me get it to like work with one broker. That's all I ask for them to be able to do it, and I think they can, because that is done in a sense of security. Because you know these days you do something, you get yourself in many copycats, because they can just take anything and say this is the 714 port, and then you pay. It's just like when I say I will never inbox you, like I will never inbox you unless you're pretty. But I will never I will never inbox anyone, right? So when you get an inbox, don't come to me, ask me if it's me. What did I say? I will never inbox you. So I ignore, I just wanted to verify what? Because I told you I will never inbox you, like never ever. So there's nothing to verify, okay? So that's about it. Those are my withdrawals, not all, but from last year and stuff. It's clean. So trading, you don't have to trade every day. That's why I don't believe those guys with screenshots running 17 billion, 300 million USD every day. Like literally, if you could make, let's say even 1 million profit, the next day you back in, how never. How you like, oh, how you relax. Uphi umnqusho wami? Hey, ubudla wami. Ubudla wami. I asked these guys to bring me food. I'm tired of restaurant food. Imagine, I've even had ulcers because I've been eating a lot of the same. I have no choice. I told these guys to bring me muhodu and the scope, and you didn't. I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. Kusasa wani ngilambe manje. Those who want water, you can raise your hand. They'll bring water for you to maintain order. I'm tired, guys. You know, like, hey, I'm really tired. You can eat whatever. Like I don't know. Hey, and I'm at tips. Hey, guys. You know, I don't understand what is happening with these businesses now. This tips thing, like you pay everywhere, guys. You pay. It's not really that much money, but it's annoying, guys. Come on. You go to a restaurant, you sit, and then you have to pay and then pay. Why don't they just pay the person? Or just blindly add the tip there, so you just pay once. Hey, it's making this place boring now, cause you're like, hey, if I go there, I'ma pay twice. KFC no tip. Fuck, they want 2 rand as well. But it's better at KFC, cause it's also annoying. But they're killing the culture, cause now you're like thinking of going out. You're like, hey, can't. You know, why would you go to pay? Right. I don't know who's gonna see, who's gonna not see, but if you don't see, it's not my problem. It's not. It's yours. Why are you late? Okay, so you may have difficulties in terms of seeing what I'm doing here. So, which means you should listen. That's why you have different sense. Can you switch off these lights? Not sure if it's for all or it's for one. Well, yeah. Hey, don't press everything, man. He's experimenting. Okay, just a bit. This manje should be visible. Right. Grand seminars, you find challenges like this. Online seminars, babies are only crying. Hey, there's nothing that works well. You do an online seminar or session, people, they come in, their babies are crying. They don't even close the mic. Hey, Fotak, man, shut up. Oh. Okay. How I like to do my session, firstly, I like to depict or make drawings here of what I want you to do, and then afterwards decide. Angibole isihlahla sikhona nasi kuThabani. Because now I see if I use this board, many of you will not see, and then I have to stand up. Yeah, so you all from Cape Town or others, they fly from somewhere else? Any foreigners? Any? You all from here? My born to Lillian. So where you come from? Where's George? Anyangane PE.